Telling tales. A happy dog wags its tail. What kind of tail? That depends on the dog. Some dogs have short tails. Some have long ones. Some have thick tails. Some have thin ones. Some dogs' tails point back, or up, or down, or curl over a dog's back. Dogs' tails are just a small part of the tail of the tail. Most animals have tails. Imagine how many different kinds of tails there are. Pigs' tails are curly. Squirrels' tails are bushy. A horse's tail is a bunch of long hairs. Rabbits have very short, fluffy tails. As big as an elephant is, it has a small, skinny tail. Apes, such as chimps and gorillas, have no tails at all. But most monkeys have tails. Dogs wag their tails, but tails are good for other things too. A horse's tail can brush away flies. Beavers in rivers warn each other of danger by slapping the water with their flat tails. Tails can help animals get around. Some monkeys swing on branches with their tails. Kangaroos use their long, strong tails to keep their balance and take those big leaps. Most fish swim by waving their tails from side to side. Crocodiles and alligators use their tails for swimming. Also, with one swipe of his tail, a croc or gator can stun a small animal or knock it into the water. The strangest tails are found on some kinds of lizards and salamanders. Their tails break off when they are grabbed by an enemy. No problem, the lizard soon grows a new one. Male birds often have big sets of tail feathers. This tom turkey spreads his feathers out proudly so a female will notice him. The female bird's feathers are not as fancy. Perhaps the prettiest tail feathers belong to male peacocks, green and blue and gold, with spots like eyes. Snakes' tails are a real puzzle. Where does a snake's body end and its tail begin? Not all tails are on animals. Things that look like animal tails are sometimes called tails. We talk about the tails of an airplane, of kites, and of comets. Why do you think one side of a coin is called heads and the other side is called tails? Or why is the sentence the tail end of this book? Words you know: tail, comet, alligator, gorilla, monkey, rabbit, kangaroo, peacock, and squirrel. The end.